Now, one thing you know about Derby and Oaks every year, we work very hard to become experts on the Oaks field and the Derby fields. But you're about to meet a gentleman who has less than 10 minutes to make himself the expert on every race at Churchill Downs every day, every year. It's a high-stakes job with high reward. Well, it would be the best seat in the house. That is, if he ever had a chance to actually sit down.
They'll come right onto the track. One of the good things, and especially with this new paddock we have now, we'll be back to using the paddock, and so they come out and they parade before the stands right here, and it allows me to take these markers to color the silks the jockeys are wearing, and I instantly get to work memorizing them and just try and commit it to memory.
And the horses have reached a starting gate. It's post time for the Kentucky Derby.
So that's Travis Stone. You might not recognize his face, but if you've been to Churchill Downs any time inside the last 10 years, you've likely heard his voice.
I've caught a lot of great tracks, and whenever somebody over my career has said, hey, where do you call? I call here, I call there. Oh, that's cool, that's cool. But when you say you call at Churchill Downs, everybody's eyebrows go up. Oh, everybody knows what Churchill Downs is.
Travis is the track announcer and race caller for Churchill Downs.
I like to keep some of the silks that I color for monumental moments or just race calls or events that I remember fondly. And here's an example of last year's Derby. Obviously it's faded now because we're almost a year out, but you can see where I color each of the silks in for each horse and use that to memorize their name. There's Mage the winner. I remember when Mage made his move, I could see the light blue sleeves on the outside, and so I knew it was him. Come on the track, I take my markers and I color the silks of the jockeys on the program, and I get to memorizing. Memorize them in groups of 3, all routine. And then they go out and they start to warm up. I take a little bit of a break, come back at 3 minutes to post.
They're in the gates.
Make sure I have them all committed to memory. Then they line up again, commit them to memory once again, and then the race goes off.
And they're off in the Kentucky Derby.
And you just call what you see. But it's that routine, and the minute that routine gets messed up, I feel off kilter.
And Confidence Game got away well, so too Verifying Kings Barnes is up there too.
His system of preparation has served him well since taking the job back in 2015. But the milestone of Kentucky Derby 150 isn't lost on him.
The only thing that's really changing for calling the Derby this year is I will try and come up with a couple of lines here that capture the moment, because it is sort of a monumental moment. But the routine of calling the Derby is not changing.
Mage digs down deep, urged onto the wire to win the Derby. Mage the winner.